Hi, I'm Gollan and I coach business owners on how to achieve epic business growth. Now, what you need to do in your life, if you're a business owner, is you've got this vision, this genius vision that's gifted into you. And if you haven't heard any of my videos before, your vision is unique to you. No one else has got it. That's why it's genius, because talented people can hit targets other people can't. Genius hits targets other people can't see. No one else can see your vision. That's why all the way through your life you felt like you haven't fitted in. Because no one can see what you can see, but it comes so naturally to you, you don't know why no one else can see it. But then you start a business. And the quickest way to get to that vision is a straight line. But we do this. So the quickest way to do it is a straight line. How do we do that? Well, we need to be aware of the messages that we get, of what we need to put into place into the business, because we're getting told, but we don't listen. Because someone else over here convinces us of otherwise, or we see an ad or we see something and we take our mind off what we're getting from inside and we're looking from external and what people are telling us, and so we don't honor our calling. We don't honor our commitment to ourselves. Because what we need to do to go from where you are to where your vision is you need to become the person that can achieve that vision. So how do you become that person? Well, part of one of those things, part of the whole process of becoming that person is to eliminate the things that don't serve you. And how do you eliminate, or how do you notify, or how do you identify those things that aren't serving you? Look at what you regret. Every day, every night, go into your mind and remember the things that you regretted doing. Sometimes that might be staying up too late. Sometimes that might be drinking too much. Sometimes that might be the porn that you watch. Sometimes that might be the way that you were with your children. Sometimes that might be the way that you handled money. Go into those times and clock them. Remember them. What did that bring up for you? Assess it and get the benefit out of that regret. What is it that it brought up in you? What can you learn from it? And what do you need to do with it? And you will be clearly shown things in your life that you don't need anymore. And you need to get them out of your life. Why? Well, part of your gift is your unique vision, which is genius. And if you're not there in accepting that at the moment, you're not accepting it because you don't believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself and when you fully love and accept yourself for who you are, you'll believe in that vision because it's true. You're just not there yet. And you need to go and do the work on yourself to get unconditional love and acceptance for yourself. Then in doing that, you'll be able to love and accept the messages that you get and accept that vision. Then, with the regret showing you what you need to cut out of your life, you're cutting out the excess. Most people in today's world, they're trying to do this, trying to do so much stuff. When you go onto Facebook, there's so much stuff. When you go onto Instagram, there's so much stuff. If you watch TV, there's so much stuff. Then when you got a family, there's so much stuff to do. What you got to do to create the life that you want, which is at beyond, where you get a beyond life, greater than what you can think. And why am I talking about that? Because you're a business owner. You've got the ability to do that. You've got the ability to make money. You've got the ability to create time. You've got the ability to create team. So you can enjoy your life. But you also have your life of service to others through the unique gifts that you've been gifted in with. So why do we need to do that? The regret is going to show you what you need to cut out. And where I'm getting back to is you're the antenna. You're getting the communication from wherever that communication comes from. It's unique energy that gives you the genius on what you can achieve, that gives you the genius on what you need to become to achieve that vision. When you step into the fact that you're an antenna for the messages that come to you, you need to clear the channel. Clear the channel. Get rid of the stuff that you regret. So when the messages come through, you can hear them. They're in stereo. The voice, or the work that I've done with the voice that I get, whether it's through numbers, whether it's through messages, whether it's through videos, whether it's through movies, that voice that talks to me, or voices that talk to me, that's legit. That's what happens to me. And I bet it happens to you, whatever that is, whatever form that is, it's happening to you. When you go to that rather than away from it. And we've got ancestral conditioning about these sorts of things. So our ancestors would have got killed talking about this. That's just what would have happened. So it's not a comfortable thing for us to admit to or talk about, and particularly share. But I'm here to share it because this is my message that I need to share to help people like you do extraordinary things to bring their genius to the world and create beyond. So when you clear the channel, which is you're the antenna, you need to clear the channel. How do you need to do that? Get rid of stuff that you regret. How do you need to do that? You need to declutter your house. Get rid of stuff you don't need. Stop hanging on to stuff. You won't need it. And if you do, you'll find it. And if you don't trust that, you don't trust yourself. And that's part of the issue that you're going to have in your business with your team. If you're not trusting of self, you're not trusting of team, you're not trusting of people. And that will be showing up everywhere in your life. You need to let go of stuff you don't need. How do you know if you need it? Ask it. Do I need this? Do I really need it? Or do I want to keep it? If you don't need it, get rid of it. Give it away, sell it, marketplace it, whatever you need to do. Get rid of stuff. Declutter stuff from your house. Declutter stuff from your garage. Declutter stuff from your business. If you don't need stuff, keep it clean. The whole point of my office in here is all I want is computers, videos, seat. That's it. I don't want any paperwork. I don't want any drawers. I just want to keep it clean. Why? Because when you're organized, your world will be organized. And when you're organized, you can take action, because that's what it's about. Get your messages, take action. If you're procrastinating, it's because you've got a lack of love for yourself. Something's not right in there and you need to fix it. For me, it was a fear of what other people will think of me. And that was justified because I've got all this stuff going on for me. But I'm proud of it. This is me. This is legit what it is that goes on in my life. And this is legit what it is that I do with my clients. And this is legit how I've been able to do the things I've done because of these things that happened to me. And I'm sharing them because they're happening to you too. If you're watching this, it's happening to you. You need to step into it. Step towards it rather than away from it. The strategy is not going to help you in your business. It's your mindset and consciousness. That's what's going to help you. And you've probably been working on your mindset, but not on your consciousness. That's where you need to go. That's what it is that I do with my clients. That's what I do with myself. I've had to do this with myself. That's why I can talk about this in one takes like that. Because I'm connected to self and source, and that's where you need to go. Because what you need to do when you connect to self and source, you can clear the channel so you can get the messages. Because all you need to do is take the action. The speed of which you're able to take the action is in direct correlation to the acceptance and love you have for yourself. If that's out, your actions are going to be out. Your actions are going to be delayed. Your actions are going to be off. So you need to work on yourself to get yourself right by decluttering the channel. Get rid of everything you don't need in your life so that you can be present. See, life's simple. When you're guided, you've got a business, like you're going to be like me. You've got a business and you've got abilities which are unique to you, and you've probably just fallen back on them all your life, but you just figure that everyone else is able to do it and you don't really want to speak up about them because everyone should know this stuff. Well, not everyone knows this stuff. This is your genius. So what you need to do is commit to it. And you commit to it by looking after yourself, what you eat, what you read, what you talk about, the people that you hang around, the environments that you're in, the decisions you make, the self-talk that you have. You clean all of that up, and that comes with discipline. Clean all of that up, you clean the channel. You clear the channel so the messages come through, and you just live on those messages. Because those messages will tell you, you're here, here's your genius vision, you need to become the person you need to become to achieve those vision, and the messages are all in this place. And if you've got a clear channel and you're receiving the messages like an antenna, if you're receiving the messages in a clear way because you're healthy, because you're vibrant, because you're positive, and because you're you'll be able to take action on them and get your team to take action on it. And the best thing is, when you've got a team of people and you've got a culture is just all energy. You know, we're all energy. You understand that? Everything's energy. I learned this from Nikola Tesla. Man, in the 1890s, he was getting his message. If you want to read about Nikola Tesla, because he was getting messages. He was an antenna, and he was getting messages on how to do things like, I think it was the alternate current, for direct current and alternate current, for electricity, things like the photocopier machine, radio. He did all this stuff in like 1890 and in 1900 that didn't really come into being in he was so far ahead of his time. And he would just get a vision of what it was, and he would stop at the side of the road, and because in those days it was dirt road, and he would draw it into the ground to capture those moments. And then he had the ability to go and execute on that. It's a fascinating story. This is legit stuff, and it's happening to you. And I'm calling you to connect to yourself and to source and commit to taking those actions to become the person that you need to become to achieve that genius vision. And I bet you, the world is fascinated with intellect and with genius, and I think it's through reading books. For us as business owners, we don't need to go there as much. You just need to go within, clear the channel, be the antenna, get the messages, work on what it is you need to be to become, to achieve that vision, and you're the genius. It's right there. You just got to unlock it. That's what I do. I help people with mindset and consciousness, and then give them the strategies on what they need to do with their business. It's pretty simple. That's how you achieve epic business growth. And that's how consciousness trumps culture, which trumps strategy. It's not about the steps. It's not about the books on how to do the stuff. That's important. But it's not important if it's not relevant. And it's not important if you can't take the actions. So you work on your mindset, but you most importantly work on your consciousness. Consciousness will trump mindset. That's just how it works. Become more conscious, connect to self, connect to source. We've got processes on how to do this. I've had to do this myself. And I can get you up to speed like that. Clients come to me and they've got like 10 years worth of tasks they want to do, and they just do it like in a week. They do it in 5 weeks. They do 5 years worth of stuff in a couple of weeks because they're clear. They've cleared the chamber, cleared the channel, so they can get the messages, and then they can be the person that needs to be to execute. What you need to do is, you're here and you've got your vision. You've got to work out this bit. And that bit is all about strategy and consciousness. That's it. Get your consciousness up to a level so you can take the actions with the strategy, and you'll become the person you need to become to achieve the vision. That's why consciousness beats culture, and that's why culture beats strategy. And consciousness is number one. Thanks for listening. I'm Casey Gollan. Talk again soon.